Guys, let's talk wrestling very quickly and take you to Bayelsa. Let's take you to Bayelsa. The National Wrestling Federation, of course, they are already putting finishing touches to the Samson Siasia Sports Complex ahead of the second Governor Dixon National Wrestling Championship that will be taking place in Bayelsa. Daniel Igali, the president of the Nigeria Wrestling Federation, is optimistic that this year's event will be the best in the history of wrestling tournaments in the country. The Commissioner for Sports in Bayelsa State also believes that Bayelsa State has a comparative advantage in wrestling, and hosting this championship will have positive effects on the economy of the state. So let's listen to him. We'll be back with more on Sports Tonight.
Sports is no more for entertainment, for recreation alone. We know that sports is now a money spinner. And wrestling is one of our strong areas, our areas of comparative advantage. If we are aware for quite some time, wrestling more or less had been warehoused in Bayelsa. And we are happy we want to host this. We hope that our athletes will benefit from it. We also hope that there will be multiplier effects, even on society itself.
Having the second Governor Dixon Wrestling Classics in Bayelsa, which happens to be the most important tournament of the year for wrestlers in Nigeria. We're expecting about 400 athletes to converge in Yenagoa from the 10th to the 12th of this month. This will form the basis of the national team too. Even for the federation, this is a very important tournament. We're having 3 days of street competition. We're probably going to have over 300 matches here in 3 days. So we're getting the facility ready for the tournament.
All right, so that's Daniel Igali, the president of the Nigeria Wrestling Federation, and of course the Commissioner for Sports in Bayelsa State, talking about the fast approaching second edition of the Governor Siraki Dixon Wrestling Championship. We commend them for what they've been able to do, and we hope for a hitch-free wrestling tournament. It's very, very key for us. It's a very central program for wrestling in Nigeria, and all hands must be on deck to make it a huge success.
Yeah, it's probably also going to be useful in selection, probably also very key in the planning of events in the 2017 calendar. And I'm hoping that all the advantages we'll be able to get it. I mean, a lot of wrestlers have been looking forward to this championship, and I'm hoping that they will get more, you know, because most of the time the usual problem is that some of these competitions, for one reason or the other, most times funds, it doesn't get to see the light of the day. But I'm hoping that the wrestlers will seize this opportunity, will get the best, that will be able to represent us, and we get more events like this. Because you can't train in isolation. That's just the sad part. You can't train in isolation. You need tournaments to be a litmus test of how well you have prepared, the level that you are. It's like a mirror. You see yourself. Nobody goes away from a mirror without having a clear idea
of what it
he
looks
or
like.
she looks like. And, that's why I'm impressed with this. And we have taken it to the home of wrestling, so to speak.
Yeah,
you know,
Bayelsa is the home of wrestling.
Yeah, you know, all the advantages.
That's why the commissioner said they have the comparative advantage.
Yeah, comparative advantage.
Natural wrestlers in Bayelsa.
Yeah, and so we'll see what happens, but I'm just hoping we get the best from this, and we'll see other people that can, you know, support the federation so that there will be more events like this.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, this is it. You just have to give kudos to the Nigeria Wrestling Federation under Daniel Igali. A whole lot of programs, international programs, at the same time national programs as well. And that is why you know, I, for one, want him to even come back as the president of the Nigeria Wrestling Federation again.
The elections will be taking place in April.
The election will be taking place in
He's done enough to get back.
This is awesome. This is wonderful. This is a man that he is a legislator in the Bayelsa State House of Assembly, but then he understands the need for sport. And of course, it's bringing it back to Bayelsa State. It is not being held in Abuja. It's not being held in Lagos, which are, you know, natural places where they have sports facilities and all that. And that is why, you know, the repairs on those facilities will actually help the state. I mean, when was the last time that the Samson Siasia Stadium was even renovated, active?
But it was the first edition of the Governor Dixon Wrestling Championship.
Yeah. This is awesome, and I think we should give kudos to Daniel Igali and, of course, the governor of the state for giving support.
Investing in sports.
Yes, and investing in sports. And, of course, this is a call out to the Minister of Sports and all that, you know, they should try as much as possible to support federations like this in their plans to, you know, take Nigeria to the higher level.
All right, I think that's very apt. And we'll, of course, you can be sure that on this show, Daniel Igali told you from the 10th of March to the 12th, about 300 matches. Yeah. That's a huge number. So it's going to be massive. But we'll try all that we can to ensure that we are able to follow it for you. And for those of you who always advise us, not only football, let's see what other sports are doing. That's what wrestling, what they're doing. And we will try to project it as much as we can.